If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what do you think of this new series. So in today's video, I am playing all the mods 9 to the sky. So this is of course the very beginning screen. Here's all the islands that you can do. I have actually done the cottage one, so I figured I could try the single tree one just to, pretty much see how it goes. Because the cottage one is lovely, but I feel like I don't know, try not to use it as much. But anyways, here I am making a crafting table. I know that I can make the 2 flat crafting tables, so that's what I've done here. I figured to mark this for in the future, I figured I would go ahead and put some crafting tables around this dirt because I will most likely not be moving this dirt. Now, it may not be the original dirt, but either way, it's exactly where the bedrock is, so want her to keep dirt there. And then from here, of course, I'm making my little bitty platform so that way I can have a little bit more room. So I know that this is not diamond painting, but I haven't stopped on diamond painting. It's just here lately I've honestly just wanted to play some modded Minecraft. Yes, it would be better if I actually had others to play with, but that is a lot of work trying to find other people to play with, so therefore I'm kind of just doing it solo now. If I can ever find people to play with, that would be great. Just like if they was to join me with this kind of stuff, that would be great, but other than that, this is what we're doing. There's another skyblock I have been looking into. I have played that one in the past before, but didn't get very far with that one either. So just saying, but this is all kind of a learning curve. I'm sure eventually you'll see the point of where I kind of get kind of new to everything. Like I like to learn how to do certain things. Which, by the way, I'm not sure if any of you have or not, but I also used to have a strict gaming channel. Of course, I deleted that channel and decided to strictly focus on this one. But if you ever did come from that channel, this is actually one of them I played on that channel. The main one was, I don't remember this name, I just know it was in all the mods to the sky type of deal. And this is of course how I will be getting cobblestone and stuff like that. There's a lot more of this to come as well until I get the generator. I don't think I need andesite and stuff like that so much, but we'll see in the future. I might, to be honest. But here I'm of course just growing more trees, so this very beginning is probably gonna be like the most boring time because quite frankly all this is right now is just pretty much get sieving going, getting a bunch of wood going, getting a bunch of barrels going just to even semi get started on what to do from here. So a quick little update on what is going on in real life. I now officially have orientation, which will be my 4 hours for the day. And then after that, of course, for now, I'll be sticking with part-time. Only until I get officially settled into the job to know exactly where I'll be best at and stuff like that. So, for now, I'll be part-time, but once I get officially settled in, they're going to move me to full-time instead. So that's gonna be good. But other than that, one thing I am proud of is that yesterday I went crazy with cleaning. I'm not saying my house was that bad because it really wasn't, but it just wasn't up to my standards that I want my house to be, So I did go on like a huge cleaning spree trying to get it the absolute best that I could, and of course I'm not gonna lie, I kind of overdid it yesterday, and I still want to do some more. Like, for some odd reason, I really want, and I'm sure people that clean or have OCD can understand this, but for some odd reason, I literally want to go over my floors, like sweeping and mopping, especially mopping. I want to do it like 5 times, but I know if I do that, I'm gonna be a lot more sore than I am today. But I did manage to get a lot done, even little knickknacks that kind of just kept getting pushed off just because, I really didn't feel like doing it at those times. But yesterday I finally got to even all the knickknacks and stuff. And I was going to record it for a cleaning motivational video, but whenever I woke up, I couldn't have a moment to actually wake up. I had to immediately start cleaning. So, therefore, not long after I started cleaning, I had to get my cleaning mood. So, therefore, it kind of, honestly, after that, I forgot to even do it. I was just going at it. Fixed up the dogs. Alright, so, if I'm being honest, I don't remember everything I was gonna say from that day. This is a few days later. I think what I was pretty much just trying to say was that I took care of the dogs. I got the cat taken care of and all that stuff. So, yeah, everything was good to go. But anyways, it has been a few days, so there is honestly a little too much that has gone on in these previous days. So, first thing is first. I think it was one day that I don't remember exactly what it was because I ain't gonna lie, my days are kind of blurry at this point. But one day our neighbor finally started actually talking to us again, and we had him check out the truck, and he said that it needs to be stopped before it tears up the engine. So we done as told until we can get it fixed, because of course if you know, you know, and if you don't know, well, now you're going to know that if something is going to mess up your engine in the future, because it's currently messed up but it's not messing up the engine at the moment, that is definitely a good time to stop and get it fixed ASAP, because engine is so much worse to fix than one little bitty knick-knack. So therefore, we gotta take care of that in order to get the truck going back. In the meantime, my folks was nice enough to lend us a vehicle, one of their vehicles that they never use anymore, but of course I don't want to keep it. I want them to keep it, because we're just currently borrowing it at the moment, so that way we can get back and forth where we need to until we can finally get the truck fixed. So yeah, that's a fun time. And a long story short behind that, or maybe a long story, I don't know, but we do have another vehicle in the yard, and they asked us about that. But the thing is my vehicle needs so much work to it compared to the truck. Granted, there are two different types of vehicles, meaning like different brands. One's a good brand, one is a shitty brand. But either way, mine has to have a few other things before it can officially be, one, inspected, and then two, properly on the road. And one of those things I gotta get, the very first thing I gotta get for that vehicle, is a new battery, in which case I am currently working on that. It's just I gotta wait for a few paychecks to come through, and then once everything gets settled back to how it's supposed to be, then one of my paychecks, I'm honestly probably just gonna go ahead and splurge and just full on buy out a battery on that paycheck, and then from there, once I have that battery, I'm going to start saving up to get my car back onto the road. So there's that, and there is one thing on my car that I know for a fact that I can't work on myself. So that one thing, I will have to actually take it to a shop, which is an adjustment. But other than that, I can do the rest of it myself. So just be aware in the future. Hopefully there will actually be some videos on me actually working on my car. But first I've got to move it, and then two, they might be a little bit spread out because granted I plan on buying everything that I need, but at the same time, in order to get those needs put on, you have to have tools. And I can tell you now, I will most likely not have like 99% of the tools. So I will probably have to save up money for those as well and go buy those things as well. Or if it's something I really want to get done now rather than later, I'll probably have to borrow some tools from somebody else temporarily, so that way I can go ahead and get it done and over with, and then give that back to them, and then eventually buy my own stuff. So that way, in the future, whenever it happens, that means I'll have it for myself then. But anyways, just to sum up what I am currently doing in this video real quick is I am looking for silkworms because I currently have only one now. But the thing is I need a lot more than that, because of course in order for me to get anywhere in this game, I need silkworms so I can get my mesh going for my, I can't remember the name of the tables, but on my sieving tables or sifting tables, sieving tables, I need to get those going, and I need just at least one for now, and then of course later on down the road I'll probably have a lot more, but in the meantime I need to get that going so that way I can actually get other stuff going. Of course, I'm collecting stone from the dirt, so there you just have to shift, which means crouch, and then you just have to, I think it's left click, and you just sit there and pretty much punch it the whole time, or it might be right click, but I'm pretty sure it's left click. But you do that in this in order to get your stone pebbles, and of course 4 stone pebbles equal 1 cobblestone block. So as y'all can tell in my previous videos, I actually done a ASMR with that. May have not been the best ASMR, but I figured, some people like some certain types of ASMR while others don't. So I figured, why not give it a shot. Right here I'm honestly putting torches down because honestly I meant to do that a while back ago, and I just thought of it that way that y'all could actually see. So that was fun. And right here as well, I am trying to separate the 2 chests because I pretty much need one for like my inventory stuff, and the other one for like all the pebbles, because let's just be real, the pebbles take up a lot of space, and I really need a dank, or what it's called in the game is a dank. I need that in order to kind of clean up from those stone pebbles or whatnot, but that is still in the future. I still gotta complete all this. As you can see, I have completed some, and if you're wondering why I'm not collecting the XP in this, is because in the end right now I'm of course going to be collecting some XP. I know I did accidentally click on one of them, not meaning to, but I'm much more trying to save all this XP for in the future, so whenever I truly need XP, I can pretty much click that like collect all button, and then I can get that XP for whatever I need, or help me get closer to the XP level that I do need. But in the meantime right now I do not need it, and I don't want to just keep collecting it, and just in case that I accidentally fall into the void or something, that way I don't lose all that XP for no reason. So yeah. But I just wanted to quickly go ahead and say that if you are enjoying these new episodes or new videos, whatever you want to call it, then please don't forget to like this video and comment down below what all you think. I would greatly appreciate the feedback to know how you like the random things, because that's honestly what I'm going by, is the random things vlog. Because yes, I am very random, and of course right here I am also collecting some more stone. Clearly I need a lot of stone because I still need to do a lot of stuff. But anyways, please don't forget to hit that like button so that way I know that you're enjoying this, and please don't forget to also subscribe to let me know what kind of content you also like, if you're gaming, if you're ASMR, if you're mukbang, if you're diamond art, like what kind of category do you fall into. I'm just kind of curious because I'm pretty much going to be posting as much as I possibly can, and of course ASMR, I was meaning much more for like eating ASMR, but so far that is not really working out, so far it's kind of just like gaming ASMR, which is okay too, because honestly, let's just be real, that Minecraft terrain, that sounds pretty good. But anyways, in this process, of course, I am still collecting trees. Right now I am currently trying to get the sieve made, so that way that is part of it being done. I'm also looking for a big tree so that way I can put the silkworms into it, because I've got to get that going at this point. Like, I really can't do much of anything else, but I'm also trying to expand the base so that way, one, I can collect more saplings, and two, I need more walk space, because let's be real, this is not a lot of room. So that's initially what I'm doing. Real quick, I just want to say, you have to definitely be careful with this one, because one wrong click and you could be spending a good minute trying to fix a problem that you didn't even mean to try and do. Now the difference with this and Hypixel, on the other hand, because yes, I have played Hypixel, and it's a different type of like one, because I'm pretty sure theirs is like a stick or something. But anyways, the difference between those is with Hypixel, when you misclick, and if you can catch it in time, you have a chance to hit a undo button, so that way you don't have to go through all that work. But in this case, I could be wrong, honestly, but I am still learning about the game. But so far, I have not found a way to fix it if you do mess it up. But yeah, so to go back to the whole vehicle thing, we got another set of eyes that I know I can trust more. We had them check it out, and well, I should say my folks, I had my folks check it out, and yeah, our new vehicle is kind of in park right now because it really cannot be moved. So until we get the new part that it needs, then it's the same as my car at the moment. So thankfully, they're being nice enough to let us borrow one of their parked cars as well, which theirs of course works compared to ours, so we're just temporarily borrowing theirs until we can get at least our other vehicle back on the road. Mine, on the other hand, it definitely will take more time, of course, because as I've said in multiple videos, there's multiple things wrong with it, so therefore it's going to be a minute before mine's on the road. But so just a teeny tiny bit about the new job. They said that I was doing one thing, but of course my very first day they had me doing something else, so I'm not sure if they're going to keep me on that certain thing or if they're going to switch me over. Either way, I mean, the other one I still have to learn because I don't know, like I know some things, but I don't know absolutely everything. And then the other one, I got pretty much the basics down on it, but there is still a little bit more that I do actually have to learn, like what their organization is, because they do have it organized, but Of course, me having OCD, I have a certain way that I prefer to organize my stuff, and that's different from others. So I got to, if they're going to keep me where I worked that day, then I'll have to just learn where they keep their certain things. In which case, I do remember some things, but of course I don't remember them all because, I mean, to be fair, it is a lot to remember. But for the most part, I know the basics of it. Also, just so y'all know, in the next video, I'm going to talk more about this subject. And also, sorry about how my stories have been all over the place in this video. Apparently this video was very long and I was just trying to put something inside of it. I'm not sure, but yeah, anyways. So I ended up going to a graduation. Yay for the person. They make me feel old, that's for sure. But I will most definitely talk about that in the next video. I'm just excited for them, but at the same time, it's like, where has time gone? Like, it's crazy to believe. But other than that, I have recognized that one of our next door neighbors have been really nice enough to trim up some of our yard for us, and honestly, no complaints there because they're only doing it to be kind. But now I gotta figure out how to pretty much get a weed eater / lawnmower for the other half of the yard. Well, pretty much like 90% of the yard, because the grass is getting so bad and we don't have a lawnmower or weed eater ourselves, so that's no fun considering it's hard to tell what all could hide in that. But yeah, that is also another concern. Also, right here, I had remembered that I could make dirt and stuff, so I decided to make another piece of dirt because I already got one piece, so I'm making a second piece so I can start making a bunch more dirt at the same time. And also, it's gonna be great for whenever it rains, it can fill up the barrels, and then from there we can also get clay from them. So that's what I'm also currently waiting on right here, but it's one step at a time. But yeah, and then right here I was trying to figure out how to make a pickaxe without having to get down because I didn't want to get down. But as you can tell from right here, I actually ended up having to get down because I couldn't reach the chest or nothing. So I got down to make a pickaxe. I can't even remember why at this point. Oh no, maybe it was a wand, I'm not sure. But either way, I ended up having to drop down anyways, but I still managed to get the job done. Also, just in case that you may not know, the crux that I'm making that looks like a cane, that is for like collecting saplings, collecting silkworms, especially silkworms, because I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can get silkworms in this game. And it's pretty much just for strictly those reasons, is just getting the extra stuff off of them. But right here, as you can see, I just collected my dirt, and then I took the other one, put gravel with it, and then from here, I'm going to build up. I guess I'm looking for something. Oh, yeah. I need to make a quick little one, so you know I can build up anything. Oh, no, a shovel. My bad. Okay, now I'm building up, and then I'm just going to turn it into a pavement and then break it because it automatically turns it into dirt. So yeah, I'm sure y'all know the basics of it because Minecraft has been out for a fairly long time, unless you've never played modded, and that's a different story. But I'm sure everybody has at least watched modded Minecraft on YouTube. And two people that I know used to also play these kinds of games was Sunday and Craner. Nowadays, I'm not too sure who all plays any modded besides like pretty much just basic teaching. but to actually play the game like a Craner and Sunday and stuff like that, I don't really know anybody like that anymore. But yeah. So right here I am just pretty much trying to work for a full stack of dirt, because here in the future eventually I'm gonna make a big platform. I don't know how I want to make my platform just yet, but honestly I should have gone with the cottage house looking thing. I should have just gone with that and then just kept the circle there and then just built around it to be like a circle and then like an outside or something. I don't know, but honestly, let's just be real. I might just make one big square to work on. And I do need to make a tree area, and then eventually I need to get some grass seeds, and then once I get the grass seeds, of course, make a grass area, and that way hopefully I'll get sheep and cows and stuff like that to spawn. Just make a little bitty like animal farm type of deal going on. And of course there is a lot of other stuff that I need to get into. Some of the stuff I do also still have to research or learn on my own, so I'll probably just learn it on my own. But I'm gonna try to keep most of the learning parts cut out the best that I can, because I know it can take me a minute to figure things out sometimes. So yeah, there is that. But I do just want to say, if y'all are enjoying these videos or even the ASMR videos of this, then please let me know. Please comment down below what you think, and also please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to let me know you are enjoying it. This is just the first part. Of course, if you know all the mods 9 to the sky, then you know that we are nowhere near the end. This is just the beginning, so if you do like it, let me know and I'll continue. And if not, then I may just stick honestly with the ASMR for a bit, because in that way it might be more enjoyable instead of honestly hearing me all the time. Because let's just be real, I can probably get quite annoying. Well, I know for a fact I can, so yeah, it's always fun. And if you can't tell, I am trying to keep my inventory semi-organized. Same things with my chests. But of course, I also need to make a big chest room. And then from there, eventually, I will probably end up making I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much your storage area and a crafting table and mixture. And it runs off of the solar one, and then eventually I'll have to learn the advanced one of that. But yeah, in the meantime, this is the furthest we're going for now. It's just a bunch of tree chopping, collecting trees, collecting saplings, collecting silkworms. Of course, apples will be great. It's also where animals will be great too, because of the stuff that they provide and stuff. So yeah, also a mob farm. I think that's probably going to be my next project as well, because we desperately need a mob farm so we can actually get a lot more stuff going, because everybody knows in all the mods 9, in between needing a bunch of ores and then also needing a bunch of like mob loot, that's the main things you need to get where you going and stuff like that. In the past, I have played this and I got decently far by myself, but of course I'm having to refresh my memory on all that stuff, so this is gonna be fun. And whenever I get to where I had stopped, then that's gonna be a fun little journey for us to explore if this does still go on by then. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what you think, and if you also like the ASMR videos. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.